We are here. We did it. I think we've done it. I think we've figured it out. God, I'm really close, aren't I? I'm like, ah. Okay, we are waiting for everybody to join the colouring class today. We have 2 people here. Who is here with us? Okay, let me just get you up on my screen here. And oh, I didn't mute my phone, I don't think. Hi Moira. I think Moira's here. Right, no, it's not here on there. I'm just trying to get you up on my portal so I can read your messages when I flip you around. I think I figured it out. Let's just hope. Let's just hope. I'm still here. I'm still here, everybody. I can't see no messages. Right, let me... Oh, are we here? I can't see no messages. Oh, I'm here, but let me just turn that down on there. Right, I can't see who's... Oh, I think we've got Karen. Oh, I don't know who else is here with us. Let me just get the messages up and see. Right, okay, we might need a bit of trial and error here because I'm not getting any messages come up on my screen. So if you're saying hi, I can see some messages, but it's very, very delayed. So even though I can see you, I probably will read your messages, but they're going to be a bit delayed because I'm reading them on the portal. So good morning, everybody. We've got 8 of you here, but I can't see. Have we got Judith, Kay, Karen? Hi, Karen. Hi, Kay. I can see your messages on the portal. So it's going to be a little bit of trial and error this morning. Now I've got your checklist here. Oh, we've got Leslie here as well. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. I'm a bit nervous actually, even though I do tutorials all the time. I pre-record them. I have done a couple of YouTube live tutorials, but I've never done it on Facebook. So trying out, I've got to flip you in a minute. So hopefully, pray. Oh my gosh, now my portal's just gone off. What happened? Come back. We've got Lynn here as well. Now this is going to keep going off, so it is trial and error. Right, we have a colouring class today. I've got my cup of coffee in my gorgeous mug from the lovely Moira. Look how absolutely cute that is. Before we start, I do have to just show you a couple of things. We've got 13 of you here. I got a wonderful card in the post today from one of my customers. From the lovely Sue Faraday, and isn't this a beautiful card that she made to say thank you for help with an order? And she also made me this beautiful, hi Janet, hi Joanne, I'm seeing your messages, hi Cecily. I also got this wonderful wreath. I think it's like a little decorative wreath. Isn't it beautiful? And this beautiful, beautiful card. So isn't that gorgeous? My portal keeps going off, so that's going to do my head in because I can't see your messages. Right, okay. We are going to be doing some colouring, and I'm going to show you some different ways to colour in. So all I need to do really is flip the screen over, and we're good to go. No need to be nervous, we're all friends. Oh, bless you. I don't know why, I've done like 1,500 videos and I'm just nervous because I don't want it to go wrong and I don't want to lose you, and seeing the messages and all that, it's a bit of trial and error, and I now realise the portal's not going to work because it keeps timing out. So in future, I'll probably have to get my laptop up here and do it that way. So that's what we'll do. So I'm going to flip you over and pray that we can see what's going on. Right, so are you ready? Don't get seasick. All right, so I need to, okay, oh look, it's worked. I'm going to just turn my, oh, bear with me 1 second guys, I'm just turning me grippy thing. Right, okay, so oh my gosh, it worked. Can you all see the desk? Yes. Right, I think, there we are. Right, okay, so let me move my coffee out of the way. I've had to move Charles out of here today because he will be everywhere otherwise. So let me just get myself all ready. So we've got a couple of ways to colour in. Can you all see the desk? How look. And I've got, look, don't forget, if you put an order in, to use the July host code and go to chanel.stampingup.net. Right, so can you all see okay? The thing is with this, I don't think I can zoom in like I would normally. So I'm hoping that you're all good. Oh my gosh. Right, can you see okay? So what I'm going to do is show you a couple of ways to colour in. Now I have two different card stocks here. I have watercolor cardstock and I have our Whisper White. So I'm going to do a couple of examples to show you the best way of using these ways of colouring. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do this gorgeous giraffe. Isn't he wonderful, everybody? Now he is from the stamp set Back on Your Feet. Now isn't this just adorable? And look, it says this is not good. Isn't that so cute? Sometimes that's all there is to say, and that I'm here for you, sigh, ouch. And then you've got a tortoise on his back. Can't get this. Look, hope you get back on your feet. Hope you're back on your feet soon. Hope things get better soon. And look at this gorgeous sloth. He's adorable. Right, okay, so let's put this to one side a moment. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to use markers. Now, I have my many marvelous markers. My alcohol blender pens have not arrived yet. My stamp and blends have not arrived yet. So we're going to use the many, oh, that way around, many marvelous markers. You get all 40 of the main colours and a basic black as well. And they are brilliant. And I use these, you know, as much as I would blender pens, but the stamp and blends are coming this week, so we'll do another tutorial with them. So I'm going to use these, but you can use blender pens, and let me show you how we use those. So I have picked 3 colours to go on this, and we've got crushed curry, so saffron, and also crumb cake. So what we're going to do, I always use archival ink, and I had this one left over from my stamping day, so I'm going to use it up. I have got one from Stamping Up, but archival ink or Stays On are the best inks, but I don't know, I just prefer the archival ink. So, oh, guess what came yesterday? My sexy, look at my sexy stamp blocks. Oh my god, they are just gorgeous. Look at my Stampin' Up stamp blocks. Oh my god. Do you know what? I used to have the set and I miss them. And they are just so wonderful. They've got this wonderful groove to hold on to. And they just feel... See, look at this one. This is a different make. And it's just so much thinner. So you don't get your fingers in the ink, but oh my gosh, they arrived yesterday and I love them. And what's great about having the set from Stamping Up is that you can load all of your stamps up if you're doing a project that uses more than one stamp. So they are just, you know, Joanne, you know when you love to feel something. Look, 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 look. These are just, oh my gosh, I love them, but we'll talk more about them another day. Right. Let me get on, otherwise I'm going to get sidetracked. So, we have the giraffe, and this is on stamp block number, is it I or J? I. Stamp block I. Now, Stamping Up, when you buy a stamp set, it tells you which stamp block that, you know, is recommended for the particular stamp. So, they make it so much easier for you. So, make sure he's all linked up lovely. Right, make sure I'm in shot. And we're just going to stamp him down here. Now, with Stampin' Up, you have two styles of stamps. You have the cling, which these are, they used to be called the red rubber stamps, but they are cling, or you have the photopolymer. So with the cling ones, you do not need to use a you know, a mat, a stamping mat or a foam mat. You don't need to use one because it has the spongy bit on it, so you don't need it. You just need your block. Right, okay, now when you are colouring in with blenders or the, you know, the many marvelous markers, what I tend to do is use a lighter shade and a darker shade for the main like colouring. So what we're going to do is we're going to use So Saffron, and on the many marvelous markers you have a skinny little end like that. Hi Gemma, honey, I can see you there. Or you have the brush style, so we're going to use the brush style, and I'm hoping that you can see this okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to colour him in. It is so easy and it's very, very therapeutic. So all I'm going to do very carefully is just colour him in. Now I do not know why, but the I need to change the timeout screen, I think, on my portal because it keeps cutting off. But what I'll do is I'll probably use my laptop next time. I can see your messages. Love the stamping blocks. I know, Kay, the stamping blocks are fabulous. Honestly, I had the whole set before and I miss them dreadfully. And I think until you use them again, you don't realise how much you miss them or how much you prefer them, you know. Right, so we're just colouring in. I would have picked a tricky one, wouldn't I? A little fiddly stamp. This stamp set is so cute. Right, we're just going around. Look, I've got to go all the way around here now. Look. So we're just colouring in these, the main body of the giraffe. Why is that cutting off? I do not know. Now I've got to make a congratulations card later, so I might just do a little, maybe film that later as well. You might have a day of me filming today. I don't know if you can handle that. I have those stamp blocks and they are the best I've ever used. Honestly, Gemma, thank you for that because they are fantastic. Now, I bought the bundle, which is all of the whole set, but you don't need the whole set. You could just, you know, buy a couple a month or one or two until you've got the set. Right, so that is, we just did that in So Saffron. And then I've got the darker shade. Now with the Stampin' Blends, you would get a light and a dark for each colour. So this one, the Crushed Curry, you would get a light and a dark, which is perfect. But I will show you those another day. So we're using the Crushed Curry. Now on a stamp, you will see where there is shading. You can see the shading just here and down here and down here, and the lines that are on the stamp. So what you would do with your darker colour is you would just come in and just do a little bit of colouring just in the shaded area. Now I haven't, as you can see, there's like shading there, and this just gives your stamp some depth there. Will you stop cutting off? Got a stamping platform. Yes, I have got the Stamparatus, which I haven't used yet, but I'm going to, and I will be showing you the Stamparatus. That's how you pronounce it. So we're just going in on these shaded parts of the giraffe there, like that. And then what I'm going to do with is this crumb cake. Oops, I'm just going to come in and colour. I'm going to do his ears in that as well. And look how easy it is to colour in. Now, these pens are amazing, and the reason I went for the Many Marvellous markers first is because you get the whole set of main colours, And not only do they can you use them for colouring in on here like this, I'll show you a neat trick with them in a minute when we've done this, or later on when we get this done. I'll show you a little trick for the Many Marvellous markers, so don't forget to ask me to show you a lovely little handy thing that you can do with them. Right, it's just colouring in like that, and then I'm just going to come in and colour in over this shaded part like that, and I'm just going to come in with the crushed curry and just give him a little bit of colour there, and that's all there is to it. Colouring in, isn't he lovely? Look how easy that is. Now I'm not getting any messages now, so I don't know if you're not talking to me or it's just me, but how easy is that? And doesn't it look gorgeous? Right, so that's your first way, is I'm getting you messages now. Right. Oh my goodness me, that is getting right on my nerves. Oh, do you have a stamper artist, Judith? Oh my gosh, looks so much easier than using... Joanne, I'm getting to the watercolour pencils, and actually both ways are as easy. So that is the Many Marvellous markers, right? Okay, so now we are going to do some watercolour pencils. We're going to do now. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to use the Beautiful Moments, which is just absolutely stunning. And what I want to do is I want to do one version on the watercoloured cardstock, but I'm also going to try it on the Whisper White with both of the next techniques to see what the difference is. So I have loaded up my stamps, and we are going to do... Are you all with me? Are we all... I'm not going too fast for you. Right, okay, so let's do the little girls first, shall we? Where did I put my ink? Right, it's so easy, honestly. It takes 2 minutes to do these. They do not take long at all. Right, so make sure your, sorry for the banging, is inked up. Let's put this down here. I'm going to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. So just press down. So this way is going to be watercolour pencils, everybody. Okay, like that. Now I'm not cleaning my stamps in between because I'm going to use it. So Stampin' Up have 2 packs of coloured pencils at the moment. Sorry, they have these ones which are 2, 4, 5, 10, 12 different colours, and they are your sort of, you know, more basic colours. And then you have another set which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in. Sorry, I'm getting used to the products because they've changed them a bit. I still have some pencils left from my Stampin' Up days before. And what we're going to use, you can either use a water brush, but I am using the Stampin' Up blender pen. It is fantastic. And for the next 2 techniques, I'm going to be using this. And actually, I used to use a water pen, and I actually prefer this now. So what you're going to need is a piece of kitchen towel, or this is just a dry baby wipe, and we're going to choose our colours. So let's go for, tell you what, let's do a different colour this time. We're going to use the Rich Raspberry and the Melon Mambo for their dresses. So let me get them out. Right, so, and all you do, it is so super fast, believe me, it's so easy. So we're going to take our pencil, and you want the lighter one first again. So you're going to do the light one first. So we're going to do the dresses, and with the watercolour pencils, you just, doesn't matter if there's little white bits, and I'll show you in a minute. So we're just going to go over like this with the lightest colour first. So always use 2 shades, that's the trick. And always put your lightest one. See, look how fast I'm going, look. Da -da 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 -da. And then we're just colouring in. Now look, you might think, oh my gosh, Chanel, That is terrible. What are you doing? That is all bitty and, oh my gosh, Chanel, your colouring is pants. But it's not. And watch, I will show you. So you take your blender pen, and again, you've got two ends, okay, on this. And we just take our end like this. And what we're going to do is you just go over. And if you can see, it changes colour, look. If you look, then, and you don't have all them wiggly woggly bits, and then look, can you see how it's changing colour? And it just, look at that, isn't that? And it's super fast because your blender pen does all the work. Look, can you see how that changes from that to that? Doesn't that look amazing? So we're just going to do this one. I really like watercolour pencils. I really do. But you're going to like the next technique as well. Right, so we're just going to do that. And then all you need to do is take your piece of kitchen roll or whatever you've got, and you just wipe it, and the colour comes off. See, like that, it does come off, and you just wipe it, right? And then you take your second colour. So we've got the, what one, that one, that's the, oh, what we got, that's Memento, Memento. Right, so rich raspberry, and what we're going to do is we're just going to come in and just put a little bit of colour. Now you can actually do the light colour and the dark colour at the same time, and then do the water part, the blender bit after. So I just come in and I'll show you in a minute how this changes. So we just come in, it's not really that dark on here, but just coming in with that. And then you take your blender pen again and go over it, and you'll see that it has done, it's got like a little very subtle shading on it, just to give it a little bit of like a shadow effect on everything. The blender pen is amazing, Joanne. I love the blender pen. Right, so I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo for their skin, which is, where's Flirty Flamingo? Calypso Coral. Oh, what have I done? Have I put it in the wrong pack? Right, Chanel, stop being a twit. That's Calypso Coral. Right, let me get my pencils out, and then it'll be easier, won't it? It'll be easier, Chanel. Right, stop. Oh my goodness, where has it gone? I had it a minute ago. Right, let me find it. I've lost my Flirty Flamingo. Calypso Coral. Well, I never. I've lost my pencil. Well, that's very odd. Where's it gone? I've lost my pencil, guys. Where is it gone? Did I put it in here? Oh, let's just use this one. Right, we're going to use Calypso Coral because I can't find my colour. Oh, I found it. What a twit. Flirty Flamingo. It looks very pink on here. Right, sorry about that, guys. Right, and we're just going to do the skin. Now I'm only doing this very, very lightly because we only want a light pinky colour. We don't want it to be too pink. and we're just going to colour this in like this. And again, get your blender pen, and we're just going to go over like so. Now, like I said, you can use your water brush pen if you want, but I am using this. I do like the blender pen. So then you've got, there you go. The blender pen is actually easier. I prefer it now. And then you just wipe it again, and then we're going to do the hair. So should we have blonde or brown hair? Let's do brown hair. So we're going to do Cajun Craze, and we're just going to colour this in. Like I said, look, it takes 2 minutes. It really does. And that is winding me up. Are we on the smelling things again? Yes, I always smell things. You know me. Right, so just going to colour her, and we might as well do the buckets as well for ease of time. Like so. And where's my blender pen gone? And we just come in. Like that. And once you get the hang of it, you're even quick. Oh, am I been in shot the whole time, or have I been out of shot? Oh my gosh. I don't know. Right, like that. And I mean, I've took my time because I'm teaching, but really it shouldn't take as long as that. Now you can come in, I've got early espresso here, and you can actually come in and do a little bit of the shading if you want to. Do a little bit down the side of the bucket and down here, and then we'll just come in with your blender pen, and we're just gonna give that a little bit of shading for the hair. Oh, I asked, oh, okay. What was I smelling? I can't remember what I was smelling now. Tell me what I was smelling. I can't remember. So as you can see, you've got the highlighting of the stamp. And look how gorgeous that image is. It is just stunning, right? Right, so what I'm going to do, we're going to try this again, but we're going to do it on the just plain whisper, not plain whisper, right, but the whisper. Get off me. I'm going to do another one very quickly, just to show you. I hope we're not in a hurry, guys. Because I said I would spot. What was I smelling? I can't remember what I was smelling now, everyone. Right, let's do another one. So we're going to do the other one, and we're going to do this one on the watercolor, on the just plain Whisper White. I cannot remember what I was smelling. God, do you know what? I swear I'm getting old. Yeah, sorry, honey. I know COPD can be really, really horrible. What was I smelling? Right, okay, so we are just stamping on, I'm in shot. That's good, that's good. Right, so we have done that. And I'm going to just tell you, when you do this with the blender pen, it doesn't get too wet. So you can get away with it on regular card, not just watercolor card. So we're going to do this one. I want her to have, I want them to have blonde. Should we have blonde hair? Should we have some blonde hair this time? So if you're using a water brush and you're on regular card, try not to get it too wet. You know, make sure that you take the excess excess off of the off your pen, off your brush. Right, so we're going to use the blender pen, and look, it doesn't, just don't rub it too much, but it's absolutely fine on regular cardstock. Right, okay, so as you can see, it's absolutely fine. And what we can do, we can come in and, shall we put a little bit of highlight in here, just a little bit of, maybe a little bit of colour, just to add a little bit of different colour there. And I'm not going to wet that because that looks absolutely fine. Now let's try, I'm going to try, let me just do something a minute. Right, now just, I'm doing this one very, very lightly to get a lighter shade. So we're just going to go really, really light on here. And as you can see, because it's not watercolour paper, it's smoother straight away when it goes on, but I'm just doing very, very lightly. I do her face. And her arms, like so. And then, oops. And you really do not need to do that much. The watercolor pencils, it's just, they're just fantastic. They really, really are. So if you've never used them before, get them out if you have some. If not, Stampin' Up do sell them. Don't forget, if you want to order anything, to use the hostess code. If you order over £25, you do get a free gift. But look at that, and it's fine on card. Right, what colour should we do their dresses? Let's do oh, that's quite nice. I'm just deciding, should we do blue? Let's do a blue this time. Right, we're going to do blue. So remember to get your light blue first. So I'm using Bermuda Bay, and I'm going to use Pacific Point for the highlighting bit. So always use two different colours and put the lightest one on first. Right. Oops. So we're just going to... Are you enjoying the tutorial so far? Oh, look, I missed her face. Did I do it in that colour? Oh my gosh. We missed her face. Right, okay. So do your light one first. And do not worry if it looks streaky at this point. Remember, it does not matter. Now I'm going to show you on this one to do both colours at the same time. Look, why do I keep missing bits of their skin? Right, it doesn't matter. Right. Now, the other one, we put the two different colours on separately. So we did the colour, then we used the blender, then we did the colour. This one, I'm going to do them both at the same time and show you what it does. I don't think I'll be long before... Oh, right, okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Karen. So what I'm going to do is we're going to add both colours at the same time on this before we use the blender. Come in here, just do a little bit of shading. Follow the lines of the stamp. Come in here, do some shading like this, and a little bit down here. And then you get your blender pen, and we just look at that. Look how it changes. And look, the highlights are just coming in as you work, and it does all the work for you. Look at that. I'll show you up close in a minute, but as you work, can you see it all changing colour? And it just gives it dimension and highlights it. It's just gorgeous. Look, see? Right, let me show you up close. And as you can see, Look how gorgeous she is. And I'm going to use these later to make some cards. And what we can do, let's pretend they're on the beach, shall we? So we're going to use a little bit of crushed curry. Crushed curry would be light enough or dark enough, yeah. And we're just going to come in here very lightly. Don't need to do too much. Don't get too heavy-handed. You can always add, once it's dried, you can always add more. Oops, wrong one. And we just come in here and look at that. Oh, just so lovely. Now I did use a different colour on her face, but it just looks like she's a little bit blushed. So it just goes to show that, you know, with the blender pen you can use it on regular cardstock or watercolor cardstock. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my god, look at these images. My colouring is quite good actually. Right, enough about me. Right, the last one we are going to do, the third technique. Let me just put my pencils away and put them there. I'll put them back in the box later. And obviously both techniques you can use with paintbrushes if you want. Right, the third and last technique, let's turn this over that way. We are going to use ink pads. Okay, so we're just going to use our ink pads, and for this one you will need a stamp block as well. Okay, so are you ready for the third one? Love your tips with the two colours. That's how you get your highlights. Right, we're going to use this same stamp and get this going. Nicely inked up. Okay, so she's nicely inked up. We're going to stamp that like that. Okay, and there you go. Right, and what we're going to do, and I'm not going to do two versions of this because you know that it works on the watercolour and the regular cardstock. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your now what colours did I use? I used the blue, didn't I? Right, so I'm going to use Petal Pink for their skin. And what you need to do, you just need to open your ink pad, and what you're going to do is you're going to get your stamp block and you're just going to dab it on to the block. And then what you're going to do, let's move this out the way so you can see what I'm doing. You've got your ink block here, and you take your blender pen and you just pick up colour from it. Now if you want it a little bit lighter, you can use a spray bottle and just put a little bit of water onto it, and it will make it a sort of lighter shade. Pick it up with your blender pen and you just colour. Now with this you've got to be careful not to get it too wet. Okay, so don't go over it too many times. Okay, oops, a little bit on her face there. Don't forget a little bit of skin there. So you can use your ink blocks. Isn't that just cool? And that's it. That's how you do the colouring. Then all you need to do, clean your brush off. Oops, I'm off camera. And then just wipe your ink block and get all the colour off for your next one. See, the ink blocks are amazing. Right, okay, so then we had the yellow. Now what you can do, if you don't want to use your ink block, you can actually, and you've got a little area to colour, move that way, what you can actually do is use your blender pen and pick up a little bit of colour from your ink pad and colour it in that way. Now if I've got a big area, I like to do it from the brush, if I've got a little area, just colour this in like this. Now, oh, I coloured her face in. Look, I went over. Never mind. We might be able to go over that with some pink. I coloured her face in. What a twit. Let's see if I can pick up some. I'll just, that's it, right. What we'll do is we will just put, the other thing as well you can do, if you think that that's not dark enough when you're using the ink pads, let it dry, and then you can go back and add a bit more colour after. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit because I kind of messed her face up a bit. There you go. That will do. Right. So let's just say you wanted a little bit more colour with this. Now I use, what colour did I use? I used, is it So Saffron? Oh my god, I can't read it. So Saffron for that. If I wanted to go in with a darker colour, I've got Bumblebee here. So what we could do, if we wanted to, with the highlighting effect, is get a darker colour and just come in and put a little bit of shade in after. So you can just come in here and just add a little bit of like highlight, so to speak. Look, you can just add some highlights in here, and as you can see, look at that, you can see highlighting going on in the hair. Can you see the highlights? Doesn't it look gorgeous? And you don't need to put it on the block for that. Now if I'm doing a big area, I like to use the block. So we're going to do the dress now. So always use your lightest one first, remember. And we're going to just, I'm going to just dab it on there. Probably too much. I didn't need to do as much. Ooh. Right. Oh, look, I still got ink on me. Right, okay, I'm going to add a little bit of water to this one. There you go. Just to make it lighter. Oh. Would you fussy cut these, Chanel? You can fussy cut them, of course you can. I mean, I've picked a stamp set that hasn't got dies with it, so absolutely you could fussy cut around them. Or what I would do is put them on a, you know, cut them out with one of my dies, rectangle one or the circle dies. But yeah, you could definitely cut these out. I mean, they would be super easy to fussy cut, definitely. Definitely, this is such a beautiful stamp set. It really, really is. Now remember not to go too mad on the if you're using regular cardstock, just be careful it's not too wet. Okay, so you see with the blender pen, you're not actually adding really much extra much water on it. As you can see, I've kind of done that a little bit with a little bit darker, but it gives it shading. Gives it shading, it does. Right, so my blender pen is like magic. I know, Joanne, that's why I'm showing it. The blender pen is magic. It's super magic. I think they're sold in packs of 2, if I'm not mistaken. I think they are. In fact, I'm sure they are. I'll have a look in a minute for you. But look at that. They're just, the blender pens are fantastic. And I have to tell you a little something, right? I have had my blender pens for about 4 years. Yep. I mean, all right, I don't do the inking every day, but I've had them 4 years and they didn't dry up, is what I'm saying. They're still working. Right. Let me, God, I didn't have any of my coffee. Look, my coffee's gone cold. Right. Okay. The blender pens are, I'm sure they're sold in a pack of 2. I am sure they are. Blender pens, right. Number 14. Where is 14 on here? 12, 13, 14. Dual tipped pens filled with specialized solution. Nope, they are sold in ones. And they are £11.25 for one. I thought they were sold in 2. I had 2, but I must have bought 2. Right, okay, so now we need the darker colour. It's a definite need. It definitely is, guys. I'm just trying to show you the easiest way. The watercolour pencils are fantastic too. Right, so we're using Bermuda Bay. And I think what I'm going to do for this is just pick up a little bit, because I just need a fraction just to do a little bit of shading and highlighting like this. Just blend that in. And that's like that. And we are done with the dresses. I've just got a little bit there. And as it dries, it looks even better. I cheat and use the SNC. SNC. What's the SNC? Pack of 3. Have I missed something? I've missed something. I was looking away. Right. Okay. What did I miss on there? Hi, Christine. I can see you there. Right. Okay. Look. So as you can see, doesn't she look gorgeous? They look gorgeous, I should say. And we're just going to do a little bit of something on the bottom. And we're just going to come in here. Like that. Now that wasn't as good as it could have been. But practice makes perfect, you see. And when that dries, that will look even better. So guys, what do you think of these 3 techniques? I think they're all amazing. They're all oh, scan and cut. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god. I'm not with it, but look at these. They are just fantastic. Where's my other bit that I had? And these are on watercolor card, and you can see as they've dried, they just look amazing. This lovely little character from A Special Someone, and look, they're just adorable. I absolutely love it, and look how beautiful they are. And literally, I'm not being funny, we've been here, I don't know how long I've been online, but I've done all these this morning. Just need to cut them out and put them on cards. They look amazing, don't they? So I hope you've enjoyed it. Right, let me show you the little trick with the Many Marvelous markers, if I can. I was thinking a lot about one of those pens. Right, okay, let me show you. Let me pick up a... No, not that one. Let me find a stamp set. Where's me So Sentimental? Okay, let's pick this stamp set, So Sentimental. I was going to show you a little trick with the Many Marvelous markers, and it's so super cool. So let's just say you have a stamp. So we're going to pick this Sending Healing Hugs, which is this one here. Oh, if I can get it off. Get off. I am going to be doing, oh my God, that's stuck. It's really stuck. Right, it's okay. Right, I'm going to be doing a couple of videos on how to set up your stamp sets when you receive them from Stampin' Up, how to look after your stamp sets. Oh, actually, I could do that now in a minute because they need cleaning. So let's do this first. So we've got Sending Healing Hugs. Now let's say you want the sending and the hugs and the healing in different colours. Well, how are you going to do that with a stamp pad? Okay, how are you going to do it with a stamp pad? Very difficult. But with the Many Marvellous markers, now I'm just going to do this in random colours just to show you what I mean. So let's pick a dark purple and a pink. Let's do purple and pink just to show you. Now, some of you might have seen this technique. It might not be new to you. Some of you may not have done it. So this is why I ordered the Many Marvellous markers first before I ordered the blenders. But then I thought I have to have the blenders. So that's just it. Right, so let's do... we want to do them in two colours. So you need your brush end. And I'm going to do the middle bit in one colour. So you just colour over the stamp. And you go over all of the stamp. I hope this works. Now I'm on camera doing it. I'm going to look at it if it doesn't. It does work. I've done it before. Right. So you colour over all of the bit that you want in that colour. Okay. And then you take your other colour. Oh, 50-50. That I'm going to pick the big one. And we're just going to go over the other parts of the stamp. Oh my gosh, I would pick one that had a lot on it, wouldn't I? Right, okay, bear with me guys, bear with me. I picked one that had lots of writing. You can do this with flower stamps and then colour the leaves in one colour and the flowers in a different colour. Bear with me. Right, okay. Now, the thing you have to remember when you're doing this with the Many Marvellous markers, this doesn't work with the blender pens, only the Many Marvellous markers. That's why I chose them first. Right, okay. Now, because it's took a little bit of time for me to do it, we need to pretend we're the big bad wolf from the Three Little Pigs, and you need to huff on it. So you take this towards your mouth and you go... I'm not, this is not one of them calls. And then you just press it down. Now, I probably haven't covered it as well as I could have done. And look at that. Oh, isn't that so cool? Look at that. In two different colours. It worked. But you mustn't forget to do the huff on it. Okay. So, there you go. There's your little trick. Now, quickly, while I've got you all here, I have had my markers for nearly 10 years and they still haven't dried out. I'm still using them occasionally. They're well worth getting. I totally agree, Christine. Yes, it is a bit of a you know, outlay, but once you've got them, it's all of your colors. You can do this with your thing, with your stamps. They are amazing. Right, let me show you now. There are two ways to clean your stamps. Two ways that Stampin' Up have to clean your stamps. We have the chamois or we have the stamp and scrub. I like both. I just, it works both with them. Now, the stamp and scrub, you have the two sides to it. And in the corner, you will see one has like little raindrops, and then it has sunshine in the corner there, so you know which one is your wet and which one is your dry. Now Stampin' Up do their Stamp and Mist, which is a stamp cleaner, and I just spray it on there, and then you get your stamps, and we scrub, 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 and then we dry it on here. And then you might need to give it, it's because I left them and didn't clean them straight away, naughty Chanel. But what you would do is, if you're working by yourself, I would have cleaned them in between. So as you can see, nice and clean now, and that can go back in the box. Now the other way of cleaning them is the chamois that we have, and this has to be wet. So this is wet in here. It's wet, I can clean your fingers. And what you would do, same sort of thing, you just take your chamois and you rub it, and you just clean your stamps like so. Now because this is a bit of an awkward one because of the size, there you go, and then he's nice and clean as well. And whoops, where are we? So there are the two ways to clean your stamps, and you just, as you can see, it's all coming off onto the chamois. Lots of huffing. I was doing a lot of huffing. Now I need the markers. The markers are amazing. Obviously with the photopolymer they do get you know, you can't get them back to the photopolymer colour. They will be stained by your stamps, but the ink is off. So look, if you press that, the ink is actually off. Okay, so they're the two ways to clean your stamps. Oh, right, we have filled there's so much into this tutorial, so I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. So lots and lots of little tricks there for you. And I hope you've enjoyed it. So I'm going to go and finish my cold coffee, which I didn't drink. Look, it's gone all cold. Just delicious. So don't forget, if you want to place an order, please go to chanel.stampingup.net and please use the July host code. If your order is over £25, you will receive a free gift from me to say thank you. If your order is over 150, do not use the host code. Just go to my website, place your order, and you will receive Stampin' Rewards yourself. So that's for an order under 150. Please use that for a free gift. Okay, right, what does that say? What did I miss? Archival does stain the clear stamps always. Yeah, I know. And my fingers. So it's so lovely that you all joined in. Thank you to everyone that joined in. It's fun seeing you, and we didn't have any really big boo-boos, did we? We managed to do it all right. Actually, it worked really well, didn't it? Let me just see if I can. Oh, there I am. I'm back with you guys. It's funny because now when I talk to you and I don't see myself, let me just put that there a minute. Oh, there you go. Right. Okay. That was good, wasn't it? We managed to do it. So, thanks for sharing. Oh, my wish list was over 300. I know. Well, save it up and get your host reward yourself, and then you will get also a bonus yourself. So oh my flipping portal, I'm gonna have to change the timeout thing. We did it without too many boo-boos, so yay. A thumbs up. So thank you for joining me today, and hopefully I will see you all very, very soon with some more tutorials. If you have any problems ordering, please let me know, and I'll help you as much as I can. So thanks for watching. Take care for now, and love you guys, and hope you have a lot of fun. Send me some of your pictures of some of the work that you have done. Now you know, and you have had all these kind of examples. I'd love to see what you make. So take care. See you all soon. Bye for now. Oh. Oh, thank you, Joanne. So I'm having to look over there because no messages are coming up on my screen for some reason. I do not know how you... Let's have a look. Oh, add a description. No, that isn't it, is it? I don't know how I get my messages. Oh, no. I've lost you, so I'll have to figure it out on my phone. But we made it work, didn't we? And I still could read your messages. So I'm going to go and have my coffee and see you all soon. Bye.